I'm Les Wilkinson with the law firm of Wilkinson and Magruder. I'm here with Andy Magruder, my law partner, to talk about Social Security disability. We're your local attorneys for Social Security disability in the Augusta, basically Aiken, South Carolina area. And so we're here to answer a number of questions which have come up. We hope you find that this YouTube presentation is interesting.
Les, you know, what we're always asked by clients is what happens at a hearing?
Well, Andy, a hearing is a very important part of the Social Security disability process. This is where you get to come before an administrative law judge to explain to the judge why you can't work. And when you request a hearing before an administrative law judge, you get put in like a queue. And eventually your case will come up for a hearing, and you'll get notice of the hearing. It'll tell you when and where the hearing is going to be held and who the judge is. And then you'll return a form that says you will be there. Now, if you have an attorney to represent you, the attorney will also get a copy of that notice and will be in contact with you to make sure that you receive the notice and sent back the acknowledgement form that you would be there. At the hearing, there'll be an administrative law judge, there'll be a court reporter, somebody to take down the testimony, and generally there is a vocational expert. And the role of the vocational expert is to answer questions posed by the judge with certain limitations, like the ability to lift 10 pounds, you can't stand, you have problems balancing and these types of things. But to take those limitations, and the judge will say, well, given those limitations, what jobs are available that a hypothetical person could do? And the vocational expert rattles off a bunch of jobs that hypothetical person, which is really you, can do. And then the judge, of course, you have an opportunity to speak. The judge makes sure you have an opportunity to speak. If you don't have a lawyer, the judge will tell you probably go get a lawyer because you probably need one. And you should take that advice because the judge will continue the hearing till you get an attorney. But at the hearing, the judge asks you questions. If you have a lawyer, the lawyer asks you questions. And then if you are generally represent, if you're just by yourself, or even if you have a lawyer, a lot of times the judge will say, have I asked you everything that you think is important to make a decision in your case? Because what the judge does, he looks at the evidence, the medical evidence, all those forms that you filled out that you thought were silly. He looks at what you said you can do, what other people said you can do. He listens to you, and he makes a decision based on the evidence he hears, the testimony that you give him, and the record as a whole.
You know, that's something else I'd like to add, which I'm always asked, is this a public hearing? Because courtrooms in America, as we know them, criminal courts and civil courts, are open to the public, but the Social Security Administration has closed hearings. And this is, I think, extremely important because people with disabilities, they don't want to be out in a public environment, public forum, discussing why they can't work, their physical impairments, their mental impairments, and that's something I make sure all my clients are aware of, is that they know that there are only going to be 4 or 5 people in that courtroom.
And that's very important, Andy, the confidentiality of the proceeding.
Thanks for watching us on YouTube. I hope we answered your questions today.
We're Wilkinson and Magruder. We're located in Augusta. Give us a call. Let us help you.